Hey, what is going on, guys? Loony here. Welcome back to yet another plugin tutorial. Now, in this series we are going to be recreating WorldGuard. So, you might be wondering, isn't that hard? Didn't you say that's kind of too hard to do? Well, yeah, I did. Now, the only reason why I've wanted to do it again is because I've managed to find a system that works. It didn't take me too long either. Let me show you as an example. Right, so we've got this server called Wizardry Factions, blah blah blah. Let me just go to spawn. So, I'm now in spawn, PvP is disabled, I'm now apparently in the war zone, that's a little bug, don't worry about that. So if I fly out of the spawn, it will say that I've left the spawn. Now this basically means I'm currently in the war zone, hence this other message. And now these are actually specifically done by regions. Now they're not using the world, okay, I don't actually have permission, but they're not actually using the world edit or WorldGuard. Have I spelled Minecraft incorrectly? It's /bucket plugins, isn't it? I'm stupid. Right, so yeah, so basically it's not using any API or anything, or technically it is, it's using mine, the one that I coded. So yeah, it's not using the WorldEdit or WorldGuard API or WorldGuard region events API that was created for the plugin itself. So this is literally all custom coded by me, and you'll see that I'm now in a war zone. You can't place blocks in a war zone, however you can actually, that's not going to help over there, is it? What? We'll do a witch. I still can't spawn things in here, I figure out. So you basically can't interact in here, you can't place down blocks or anything, you can't break them. You can PvP in here though as much as you want. But obviously this is outside, you can now build, blah blah blah. So basically it's my own little region system. So it's done by the WorldGuard code that I coded. In fact, if I do /suite, you should be able to see it. Yeah, WorldEdit and WorldGuard, ignore that. I need to go update that. But yeah, as you can see, that's all the plugins that are enabled, and in fact, I will show you. So this spider can be damaged because you are allowed to damage entities, and you are allowed to spawn them naturally, not through like anything like eggs or anything. So it's basically just like a PvP place. Now inside of here, where we're actually in the spawn, you can't take damage, and I'll prove that to you. Emote S. You can't take damage. However, if I flew outside, and I'll have to heal myself real quick so I don't actually die. And I got rid of my fly, I will apparently not take damage. That's all good. Yeah, I will take damage, but it's just entity damage event that I need to check for falling. So yeah, that will be obviously that plugin tutorial, or that tutorial will not be out yet, so I don't need to worry about that yet. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I was just showing you what it's basically going to do, how it's going to work, and stuff like that. So yeah, I did say it would take a while, and the fact that you know, I'm never going to do a tutorial, but the truth is I did do a tutorial, and I'm going to do it because I've got the code for it. It took me about 2 days to actually get everything working properly, fix any random bugs. So yeah, we are going to set up now. At the beginning you would have noticed, and hey guys, for those that skipped, you would have noticed that I asked you guys to skip, like if you wanted to skip. Well, basically, if you didn't know or I didn't explain in editing, I was basically just showing everyone like how it works and stuff. So, and as you can see, stuff is here for everything. So like I said, it doesn't use any other APIs apart from the ones that I've coded with the WorldEdit and WorldGuard plugin. It uses my Sweet Player type of code, which is only for Mystic and other things that I code. So if you see anything to do with that, just ignore it. It's probably not important unless if I say so, and if it is important, then it will be inside of the WorldEdit or the WorldGuard API, or as the plugin itself. So I should be done now. So basically we're going to be setting it up. Now I will need to go ahead, well you guys will be going ahead and doing like recreating your project. Now I've kind of got what I call a global plugin, which is basically one plugin for all. So it's one plugin which has many other plugins in it, and yeah. So basically, I'm gonna go ahead and set up mine, which will be sort of similar for yours. For you guys, you'll extend. No, wait, yeah, I think you extend Java plugin. I don't know, I can't remember. I haven't used that for a long time. Where I will just expand plugin from my own little source. And then I will implement my methods that are needed, and implement this because that's needed. And then I'll do a private static WorldGuard core, WGC. Now this stuff is actually just for my own little system. So you will need on enable, on disable, register listeners, register commands, register timers. Now things like register entities, unregistered listeners, and everything is for my own little system that I have going on. So some things you won't need to worry about, but if you've gone into coding before, you'll know what you need and what you won't need. So yeah, don't get confused with some stuff that I have and things like that, because it's really important that you don't actually get confused and add things in that isn't necessary. So like I said, this right here is just for my own little system that I have. It would actually help if I spelled guard right. So like ignore this get instance, ignore the unregistered stuff, ignore register entities, ignore this is just also stuff. But what you do need is the others. So that is that. So we've registered, well, we've actually created the plugin. Now in your plugin.yml, you need to go ahead and make sure that your main is your WorldGuard core. That's WorldEdit core. Your WorldGuard cores package, which is here, and the name. So you basically need to go set up your plugins correctly. And well, as I speak, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and add my plugins. My command descriptions and stuff, because I haven't actually added that because this is being coded again. So yeah, like I was saying, you know, go ahead and register things like you usually would in a plugin. Now, if this is your first ever plugin that you are coding, I advise you to watch other tutorials and not actually go straight into WorldEdit, WorldGuard, things like that. Go into some simple ones. But that is pretty much it. That is literally that. All that I need to do is register on my enable and on disable for registering my plugin and not. So yeah, there's nothing more to really talk about this apart from if you are going to be using, well, not using, sorry, if you are going to be coding things like WorldGuard and WorldEdit in my series, you will need to be watching them in conjoint of each other. I don't know what the word is or what the expression is, but you'll need to watch them at the same time, and it would actually help if I actually got those two right. But yeah, so you'll need to watch them pretty much at the same time and update each one, because there's some things in the WorldEdit which we need for the WorldGuard, and that's actually pretty much it. You don't really need anything WorldGuard for WorldEdit yet. So yeah, that's pretty much about it, guys. So things like in / region for our WorldEdit, you will need a bit of WorldGuard. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, please leave a rating, as it really does help me out. And also, if you have anything that you want me to do for any of these series, go ahead and comment them in the description. In the description, you can't comment in the description. Go ahead and comment them in the comment section below, or tweet me at RealLoonyRules on Twitter, and I will add them to the list of things that need to be done and stuff like that, like things like Mongo that need to be done, WorldEdit stuff, WorldGuard stuff, and yeah, so stuff like that. Anyway, guys, that is all from me, and I will see you next time. See you guys.